Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of the Final Fantasy Legend 2. The color's a little off here because I wanted to show off all my characters' stats before and their equipment before I fought the Arsenal here. But when I went back to look at the recording, it had messed up, it glitched out. So I just re-recorded this section from an old save file. And I didn't have the right color because the color palette that I used in the Super Game Boy, where I was playing on, it was a custom palette. I entered certain numbers to get it the way it looked like. I didn't have those numbers anymore, so I just used a pre-installed palette. But don't worry, once all our character stats here are shown off, I'm gonna head back, because the only part that messed up was this section where I was showing off the stats. So, don't worry, it'll go back to normal. You could pause the video if you want to check out the stats if you're playing along to see how your stats compare to mine. But otherwise, let's head back to normal and fight the Arsenal. See that? That's the security system. Are you ready? Yes, we are. I'll get one of them, you go get the other one. Alright. This will be our very last battle. Let's go. Now, the battle's going to take place in 3 kind of phases. Phase 2 and 3, though, will share a common hit point pool. But the first phase here is going to be against the Arsenal's 4 cannons. Each of the cannons has 1,000 hit points, and the more cannons there are, the more damage you're going to take. So, 4 cannons will take 183 right there. Doesn't factor into your defense, it just does a straight set of damage. So, you want to go as fast as you can to take out these cannons, because the faster you take them out, the less damage you're going to take. And after 3 rounds, I see how it said that cannon 1 is repairing itself. After 3 rounds, a cannon will repair itself and you'll have to defeat it again. So you don't want to have to deal with them. So just go all out offensively to take out the cannons as quick as possible. You don't really have to worry about healing because in the next phase you're going to get a chance to heal. So just use your best spells and abilities to get rid of these cannons. You only have 1 cannon now, so yeah, damage was cut by 2/3 basically there, from 183 to 60. So once we defeat the 4 cannons, the Arsenal goes into its second phase. And the second and third phase share the common hit point pool of 10,000 hit points. It also has a mana stat, if you notice, so I guess the game programmed that so that, because mana, most robots don't have it. Every other robot doesn't have any mana, so they took extra damage from spells, but I guess since this is the final boss, they wanted to, make it a little bit tougher, so. But spells are still pretty effective to go. P will be using his spells as much as possible until he runs out, but I'd say you don't have to worry too much about healing in the first phase, because the second phase right here is going to be a chance where you'll get to heal yourself up pretty decently, so. During the first 5,000 hit points that the Arsenal has, all it's going to use is the Smasher attack. It's a single target attack, and it can actually be blocked by a shield weapon, or a weapon like the defense sword, or the tank, or the cipher that Hannah once used. So yeah, shield type weapons will block the Smasher. So, and it's only a single target attack. So. It's a good time to heal up all your characters, because like I said, once you do 5,000 damage to the Arsenal, it's going to switch its tactics. Instead of just using a single target Smasher, it's going to do a launched Smasher. And that's, you see there it says launched all on the right there, so. At this point, you might want to be keeping track of your the hit damage that you're dealing. That's why sometimes it goes slow, the text, because I'm keeping track on a calculator how much damage I'm doing, so that I know when the Arsenal is probably going to get into its next phase of launching the Smasher. Launching the Smasher is pretty dangerous because the damage it does is random. It can do anywhere between 99 and 639 damage, so theoretically it could 2-shot your entire party if it rolls high enough. So it only rolled 99 there on Linus, so yeah, rolled the minimum. The damage formula for the Smasher is 99 plus 30x, and x can be a variable anywhere between 0 to 18. So if x is 0, this is going to be 99 plus 0, because 30 times 0 is 0, and that would be 99. That's what it rolls for Linus. If x is 18, then that's going to be 99 plus 540 for the max damage of 639. So this is where it's important to have the 2 healers, because if you do take a lot of damage at one point, you can, there's a max damage on Vincent there, you can have the 2 healers, and hopefully one of them will outspeed the arsenal and keep your party alive, up and kicking. So that's why it was important that I was building up both Vincent and Linus's mana. So Linus managed to outspeed the arsenal there, so that was pretty good. Otherwise, this probably would have wiped out. This would have wiped out Vincent, because he took the max damage in the last round. So, yeah, good thing that Linus had some magic. And with that, we defeated the arsenal, and we'll see that Isis defeats her arsenal. Too bad, like, you don't get a little bonus where you can fight the Isis's arsenal by herself. So that would be pretty neat. But oh well, we did it. And then Isis grows back to her big form there. I'm just going to revert my party because the game will do it anyway. But I'm just going to put folks back to how I started. Well, P should have been in this for the Honey Mouse, but thanks, we did it. Well, what should we... I have to stay here and repair things. You go back to your world. Oh, we will. Isis, who are you really? This world we made will be old and needs to be repaired once in a long while. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm waiting as Magi until somebody calls me from over 1,000 years of sleep. Then, again, I wait. We won't see you again, then. No, but your descendants might awaken me. Oh yes. We will let our children know about you and your Magi. The legend of our goddess, Isis. Goodbye. The elevator's working now. Take it back to your world. And then she just repeats the same thing. But that spaceship that I talked about earlier, that's the elevator. Just go back to that, take it, and once you step on it, well, basically it takes you right to the ending, so the translation there looks a little weird, but I guess basically Isis is, God one of the gods who made this world, and if people ever get too powerful and greedy and gather all the Magi, she'll come back as a safeguard to prevent the Magi from destroying the world that she created, so. Dad! Jane's voice told me to stay here and wait for you. I guess Jane must be his wife? It doesn't really say, your mom, so. But that's what I think it is, so. I didn't know that Magi was such a thing. I feel like I've seen more than everybody else. Ha ha! Your world isn't that small. I have to go and see it all. Before that, Dad... Oh, yes. I know. Let's go home. Well, we don't really follow that advice because, yeah, we do go home, but we do get to see the whole world before we go home, so we'll wander around, see several of the worlds that we visited, see a lot of our old friends. There's Odin, there's Hannah. Get to see how everybody's doing, all old friends. Taro. And I think there's Kami, he comes out. Yeah, so we get a little bit of, we get to see that big world that Dad said isn't so small, so. And it looks like the walls are taken down from Venus's city, so. Now I guess everybody can interact with everybody, so. That's nice. Flora and Leah are together, and there's Nils getting chased by that girl that Flora said that he liked, that must have liked him. Now we're actually going to get to see who Lynn's father is. And it's Mask! Yeah, mask kind of looks like Dad, and we were told that Lin kind of looks like our dad. Well, I guess there's the resemblance there. So, back with Key. So, she lost her ability to heal because of the Magi, but at least she's safe. And finally, we get to see Mom again. Now, I know in the last episode I talked about Final Fantasy Legend 3. There's actually going to be a cameo of the party in this game in Final Fantasy Legend 3. So, let's check this section out here, this little ending here, this last part of the ending. Dad, what is it? I have to leave now. Again? What is it this time, Dad? It's the lost Ark, Linus. I'm coming with you, Dad. All right. Come on. Uh-oh. What's this? Wait a minute. I'm tired of staying home and worrying. Take me with you, dear. Great. Let's go. Yay, and then Mom comes with us. Yeah, in Final Fantasy Legend 3, toward the end of the game, you actually run into this party. The father, the mother, and the son. So, yeah, I guess the son is the canonical one, because in that Final Fantasy Legend 3, it's a boy. So, yeah, but they're apparently in the Japanese version, they're looking for the lost treasure of Japan, and so, but, oh well, let's go back. Like I said, I'm going to do a bonus episode, or a bonus to this episode here, and I'm going to show off what it's like fighting characters with maxed out stats. So, while I'm maxing out my stats, I end up getting 7 swords for Linus, Vincent, and Honey Mouse. So, let's see how fast this haniwa goes down when we're attacking with maxed out stats and 7 swords. So, look at that. 2 hits, done. So, yeah. And Arsenal, not going to fare much better. So, depending on how well you speed through it, you can actually defeat the Arsenal in 2 turns as well. So, you can see I've maxed out all my stats for Linus there. So, except for defense, which the bug prevents Linus from gaining defense. But the parachute will go on there, give it the 73 defense. Not that defense matters against the Arsenal, so. Vincent maxed out all his stats. I took off the thing because the parachute gives the extra bonuses. But see, even without the parachute, he has 99 defense. He got that O all, so he's strong against all magic, and takes half damage from melee attacks. Good ability. P hasn't changed at all, and neither has Honey Mouse. Other than lost some defense because I replaced the defense sword with the 7 sword. So, but once again, defense doesn't matter against the Arsenal because it does the set damage with the guns, and then it also does set damage. It has that weird damage calculation with the Smasher. So let's take on the Arsenal with maxed out stats and 7 swords. Let's just see how fast this thing goes down. So if all goes well, the Arsenal could be taken out in 2 rounds, but it would have to be a very unique set of circumstances to have it being taken out in 2 rounds. What would have to happen would be Honey Mouse, Linus, and Vincent would all have to go before P, and each of them would take out one of the cannons, and then P would take out about half the life off of the 4th cannon. Then in the next round, P would have to go first, finish off the 4th cannon, and then Honey Mouse, Vincent, and Linus would go one after another, and they would deplete, with the 7 swords, the Arsenal's 10,000 hit points. But that didn't happen here, so it's going to take 3 rounds. But, yeah, just one more hit with the 7 sword, and the Arsenal falls. So, yeah, pretty easy when you have maxed out stats, and the 7 sword. Arsenal falls really quickly. So, well, that'll do it for my Let's Play of the Final Fantasy Legend 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Looking forward to my next Let's Play. Thanks for the support. Have a good day. Bye.